This is a video on mysteries and content review of Raft Survival. I am mobile, the mobile version of Raft Survival. I've seen a lot of people play it on like Xbox or something, maybe PC, but the UI is different and all the optimization on the screen is weird. So if your screen looks like this, then you're in the right place. First of all, I'm going to go through some of the mysteries, the stuff that you might be like, oh, what does this do? And you have no idea what it does. Uh, First of those mysteries is the bunker here on Trafficker Island. If you are wondering how do I even click on it, as I had to go back there multiple times to figure out how to even click on the dang thing. You know how when you go to a box, your icon where this spear is in my bottom right hand corner, I just clicked on it. It changes from a spear to a hand, and you go to the bunker island and you're like, why doesn't it change from a spear to a hand, or whatever tool you're having on, whatever tool you're wearing. You don't actually click on this spear, you just click in the middle of the screen. So yeah, you just walk up to the bunker door and you click right in the middle of the screen where this white reticular is, right there. And yeah, it'll open up a page where you can put in a bunch of items and open the door. Behind the door you get doubloons, these gold things in the top right. The same goes for the lighthouse down here. It works in the exact same way. You click on the screen, not on your item that you're equipped in. It'll open up a page where you to put a bunch of items in. Once you get all the items in there, it'll give you a bunch of doubloons. And that is the extent of those two islands. On the Trafficker Island right here, the wooden hatch needs a key. If you click on it, it says it needs a key, but you can't find the key. The key is not in the game. So those are the two mysteries, the only two mysteries in the entire game. Each of these islands, other than the Trafficker and the lighthouse, all they are for farming resources. They got wood, they got metal. They have monsters and flowers and stuff. You need all of that stuff, so you're going to have to, look at these interfaces. Well, not that one because it's not even out yet, but these interfaces, you need lead, go get lead, stuff like that. But other than that, there's nothing you can find on the ground or people you can meet or nothing like that. It's not like you're exploring. There's no exploring to be done here. This scientist camp, you can't even go into it. It's like a building that you can see on the map there. That building exists in the actual, when you go to it, you can't go in the building. So yeah. It's all resources. You get the resources and you come back here. And what's the goal? Well, once you hit level 26 and you progress through, building and crafting and building and crafting, you can get this zip gun that I just got today. It's pretty cool. It has 85 DPS. I'm pretty sure that's a DPS because it hits 44s and it can shoot really fast. So basically that's it. Once you get the zip gun, you've beaten the game. To get the zip gun, you need level 26. Best way to get level 26 is to build stuff. You can see here, I went out and farmed a couple thousand wood and just built a giant floor. So yeah. That's how I got to level 28. I've only been playing this game for about a week and a half. That's how I was able to get to level 28 real fast. You get about 200 wood from each run. Just bring a stack of rope, go out, cut wood, make axes as you go along, and you can get to level 28 pretty fast. Or I think you just need 26. As far as the buildings, there's a lot of buildings that serve no purpose. One of which is this lightning rod, this SOS. Also, down here, you have the only one you really need is the radar. The radar lets you travel places. These two, the jammer and the something transmitter, they have no purpose right now. The shelter probably has a purpose. It looks like I can heal from it, but I think it just might slow down your thirst. This food storage container, water storage container, I cannot, for the life of me, figure out what they do. Here's a desalinator. I think it decreases water consumption but there's nothing, you just build it and it sits there. There's no real interaction with it. All the interactable buildings are on this floor. I built some of them I needed two of to help me craft faster just because I'm impatient. But you can only have 3 building craft stations running at a time. Also, if you logged in the game and you obviously were confronted with that page, it said subscribe, and it's like, what, $8 a week or something? Like the most obscene subscription fee. You don't have to pay that. You can click off of it. There's an X on it. You can click that and you can get out. Do that. Let's see. Anything else? Oh, weapons. So all of these stations here, they serve a purpose, but it's cumulative. You build one, it unlocks something for you to allow it to build it, and you build another. Eventually, you get to this chemical table, which is the highest or the hardest thing to build, and you're able to make acid for gunpowder, tape, glue for guns. That's how you make all the top tier gear. But how can you just get to top tier gear without having to do squat? Go to the map, go to one of these player bases. The most common player base has a guy in it with a shark tooth spear and some traveler, what do you call it, traveler, strangers gear. All this stuff on me minus the zip gun and minus the backpack. That stuff is what this guy, this AI guy, carries in his base. You can glitch him out, kill him, and then all of a sudden you have top tier gear. You have stranger's gear and a shark tooth spear. Shark tooth spear means that you can bypass having to make wooden spear, bow, iron hammer, metal spear. The bow's pretty cool if you just want to play around with it, but it's not real DPS worthy. It basically just means that on islands you don't have to take a hit. But if you're on a base, that guy running at you is the same speed that you are, and it is really hard to move backwards and shoot and not run into anything, and then all of a sudden he's on top of you and you have to switch weapons and all that stuff. So plus it's an AI. So, it's not like it's thinking, and it's not like it's outthinking you. It's just running towards you. So you can use a spear and get away just fine. So yeah, you can glitch out the guy at the base, grab his stuff, and all of a sudden you have a shark tooth spear and all of your, some pretty good gear. If you want better gear, for some reason, once you get the shark tooth spear, you can outplay that guy. You can just stand there and poke him and he's dead. But of course, I wanted to see what the zip gun did, and I found out it hits 44s and shoots really fast. There's no shark, but yeah, this is what it looks like. All the other guns do about the same thing, except they shoot slower. You can craft bullets relatively fast. You go to islands, you need copper as ore, not as the ingots. And then you need some flowers. You need these blue flowers, you need yellow flowers, and you make yellow powder. Then you go over there with yellow powder and water to the chemical table, which is the last thing the hardest thing to build. You make acid. Acid plus blue flowers makes gunpowder. Yeah, and that's how you make bullets. So that's it. That's the content of Raft Survival. I looked at the app notes on the App Store, and it said that 2 months ago they added like this palm tree and some of these workstations. 2 months ago, though. Anybody knows that an app in active development has updates every week or so just to keep the player base happy, but this app is not doing that, so something tells me it's dead. If you're watching this video and there is a note on the app page that says like PvP release or multiplayer quests or something like that, then by all means join in, see if you like it. But this right here, what you're seeing, this is the extent of Raft Survival. Don't pay any money. Don't waste your time if you don't think building this and harvesting are fun.